Hey guys, it's Zoe from Sugar Street Studios. I'm going to show you how to make this very cute potbelly panda using our new candy clay, the firm version, which is perfect for this kind of topper, or for those that have just got really hot hands because it's just a firmer paste to work with. So let's get going and let's see how he's made. Start with a ball of white candy clay. Push your two index fingers into the ball to create the eye sockets, and then just using your fingers and a Dresden tool, ease out a small muzzle area for your panda. And once you're happy with it, you can just mark out the underlying curve and the vertical curve with the small side of your Dresden. Then go in with the larger size of the Dresden and push down to create a small mouth. You can come back and work on this a little bit more. You just want to get everything into position. I'm using a ball tool just to push out a slightly deeper socket. And I'm rolling out some black candy clay, which I coloured myself with Pro Gels. 2 small oval cutters, and that's going to be pressed down into those eye sockets. I've rolled a small ball for its nose and just pushed that in place there. And now I've just rolled a couple of small balls of white, which I've pushed into the eye sockets. For your irises, choose whatever colour you like. I've gone for a green, and I've used those tiny little sort of push cutters to help me get those small little rounds in place. So adjust the eyes as I've shown you. You want to roll a very, very skinny piece of black candy clay, which you're going to arrange as shown, just to create a little bit of an eyelid. It just finishes that eye off just slightly, and I'm just using a knife and a Dresden tool to push that in. Now this is optional, but I've used a pen just to add a little more depth into that iris. I've edged it with a fractal green pen and then a very fine brush dipped in water just to blend that in together. Your panda needs some ears, 2 small balls of black candy clay, and then you can just push that simply onto the head in position. And a couple of tiny eyebrows, small little logs tapered at one end. I actually realised filming this that I put the second eyebrow in the wrong place, but actually it doesn't matter. It's kind of cute enough. Roll a tapered log of white candy clay, and just put that in place as shown with your Dresden tool for a little hair quiff. And then finally, before we move on to the body, 2 teeny tiny dots of white just for highlight accent in the eye. Now for the body, roll a pear drop shape. Use your fingers to sort of mark out where that pot belly is going to go really. And if you need to just trim and angle slightly where the legs are going to go, just do that with a knife. Just check that your body fits the size of your head. The legs are made from black candy clay, rolled fat tapered logs, which I don't even need to use water or glue. I can just push them in with my fingers. Now I did put a foot on just to sort of help me visualize really, but then I've taken it off and I've rolled those separately. 2 little round circles, and then I'm using my ball tool to create the pads and where our panda claws are going to go eventually. And you can see that's going straight on with the Dresden, no glue, no water needed at all. For the arm, a similar thing, a fat sausage, which you taper slightly, and then just use your fingers or the Dresden just to pinch in to create a paw. And in the same way, we're going to use the ball tool to just create a bit more detail. Attach the head using a cocktail stick and try and put it to one angle because we want the head of the panda to be leaning to one side. For the second arm is shorter because the head is almost leaning on that paw. So same process as the first arm, but just a lot shorter. And actually, in fact, I had to trim mine down because it was a little bit too big. But you can manipulate and play with that now and get that into the position that you are happy with. One final detail before we start dusting is that we just need to put a little bit of white into those paws and claws. So just as shown, really easy. Just roll teeny tiny balls and drop them into the holes that you've already made. And then finally, I've just added a little bit of dust just to make him pop really. Some peach, for some blush, and then I've just used a brown, a sort of milk chocolate brown colour dust, and I'm just going through. I forgot his pot belly, look at that, so we've just a little ball tool there, and then you can just see how that dust just accents everything and just brings it to life. And there he is. He's really quite cute, isn't he? Hopefully the idea is that you can see just how easy it is to use the candy clay. So if you do have a go, please share what you make with me. Hashtag Candy Clay Club. Please don't hesitate to contact me at Sugar Street Studios. I look forward to seeing what you all make. Bye.